Good evening, all. This is Zozo Stockwatch from Twitter. And we'll take a quick look at the futures. These are the overnight futures and nothing going on right now. So we'll get that out of the way. The VIX got stomped on today. And the VIX is at the lowest level in 24 years, if I read that right. So the VIX is at the lowest level in 24 years. All right, so keep that in mind. So we'll see where that wants to take us, but the VIX is moving down and breaking. This is a weekly chart and breaking support here. So not bad. So there is no fear in the market. Apple climbing today, making new highs, probably record highs, right? Yep, new record highs. This is the weekly of Apple, and today the daily on Apple. So I think Apple added, market cap crossed 800 billion for the first time ever. So it's getting close to that 1 trillion mark on Apple. So it could be the first one to get there. And so we'll see. And just to go through some of the bigger names, Amazon still under that resistance area, but you see they pushed it back, pulled it back to the 10 SMA, and now they're perking it back up. And Google, hanging around the highs. So this is not going to be a long video. I'm going to go through my watch list for tomorrow, but I just wanted to point out a couple of those things about the VIX and Apple. Let's see if there was anything else. And I'll just go through IWM real fast, holding under the 10 SMA, light blue line here. SPY just kind of hanging out. Now let me look at the SPX. Might be easier because I don't have as many lines on it. Yeah, SPX just hanging out here at the highs. So that's probably going to go. I mean, if Apple's moving up, the SPX, the SPY, IWC, the small ones hanging out below the 10 SMA. All right, micro cap. Qs, Apple ran, so they were up making highs today on the Qs. So, the market looks okay, right? VIX is moving down. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. Fear. Hang on a second. Fear and greed index. Let's see where that's at. This is the CNN money index, CNN money index, and fear and greed is, dead center, 50. No fear, no greed. We're at 49 on that, and you can go to just type in fear and greed, moneycnn.com, and you can get that on your own. What else? Anything else that I wanted to bring up? Let's see. Kate got bought out by Coach, right? Wasn't it Kate? Yeah, Kate Spade. So Kate got bought out by Coach, and let's see what Coach do. And then Coach was up. So Coach bought Kate, and HZNP had earnings and some other bad news, and it was down over 35% today on HZNP. And KITE was also hit. One of the biotechs hit, down 13% today, and I believe Juno got hit also. Yeah, Juno down over 6% today. And let's just take a quick look at the IBB real fast, and you see we can't get through this resistance level. And the big one, Biogen, down at the lows on Biogen. So the biotech's not doing so hot right now. Some stocks I'm going to be watching for tomorrow. All right, let me bring this over, and let's see, we can pop it right here. All right, and this is going to be, okay, I'll just type them in. All right, CCCR is on my watch list for tomorrow. This is the daily CCCR. Trying to get above and hold above this $2.50 mark, CCCR. Next one up, excuse me, CDXC. This is dailies we're looking at. So CDXS, looking for maybe that high break over 470, or wait for the 475 break on CDXS. CERU. Had a pop today, 5.2 million shares in this name, so I'll keep it on watch for tomorrow. It's an under a $1 name, so keep that in mind on that CERU. But if it can break back over that 0.50 area, might get a move. CLBS, nice close. Volume a little sluggish though on CLBS, so maybe just keep your eye on this for an intraday trade. But here's the 5-minute chart, but it just caught my eye because of the chart, but not a favorite. CLNT, daily chart looks like a disaster here, but after hours it popped. There was a stake taken in the name on CLNT, so there might be some action in this name tomorrow on CLNT. Let's see, DRRX. This one had over 10 million shares in it today. So the high on the stock was 117, maybe over this 120 area on DRRX. And you see this pop that it had. This is a 5-minute pre and post market chart, but you see the pop. So if we can get over that 120 spot. ELF, check the earnings on this. I think it's tomorrow or sometime this week on ELF. But nice candle here, maybe a break of 28, 28.05, 28.10. Let's just see what the high on this candle was. 28.12. So yeah, in that general area on ELF. So keep your eye on that one. GSAT, looking for that $2 break. $2 seems to be the resistance spot. 202 might be an interesting spot for it if it can get above it. Okay, and let's see, HAWK, bigger name, but looking for the higher day break on this one over 4260, 4265. Has a resistance spot here at 4280. Talked about this one on yesterday's video, so that one's still on watch. Hertz, after hours, had earnings and got crushed. But let's keep in mind that Carl Icahn is in this name, I believe. He is still in this, so anything, if he came out and said something or does something with the stock, you might get a reversal on this one. HTZ, Hertz. INPX, oops, INPX, he tried to type. Big pop, over 10 million shares, so obviously we'd want to pull back, then maybe a move up, continuation move on INPX. So here's the 5-minute pre and post. Looks like that 450 is a resistance spot. Usually round numbers like that, 0.50 or 0.75, or round numbers like $5 are going to be natural resistance areas, but we'll have this one on watch tomorrow definitely. JRJC, had a nice pop off the lows here, over 200,000 shares. Maybe possible swing trade here. All right, I don't know about intraday on this one, JRJC. So just do your due diligence on this one, and if we can get over that 225 area, your stop is pretty tight on this JRJC. LPTH. Looking for, it's been holding this 50 SMA here at the 250 area. So you have tweezer bottoms here right now. Had a tweezer bottom here, and then it popped. So maybe over, 280 in that area on LPTH. We might get something out of that. MNKD. Nice pop, big volume, over 11 million shares. Has a high on Mankind, $1.18. So, over $1.20, possible continuation move. But that is, big volume in that name. So we'll see what it wants to do. And it's back over the 13, the yellow line here, 13 EMA. And back over the 20 SMA. Hasn't been over the 20 SMA for a while. So we'll see what that one wants to do. Whoops. MTBC. you know, popping, dropping, pulling back, holding the 8 EMA. Possible high over, you know, 195. Maybe we'll get that $2 break, MTBC, but we'll see how it sets up. You know, obviously intraday. MVIS, trying to get back over the 10 SMA, over 228, 230. You know, high on this was 234, so maybe over 235. MVIS. Possible continuation. It's back above the 50, the solid blue line right here. Next one up is NADL. And oil, you know, has, you know, still been going down, right? Well, actually held its own today, held 950 area. And so back here we had that touch of around that 950. So it's trying to hold USO 950, XOIL, that's oil. You know, big, you know, hammer candle, tweezer bottom here. So maybe it's trying to reverse now. Let's just check out XOM real fast. Yeah, an XOM curling back up. CVX, right, turning back up. So NADL, okay, you know, over 2 million shares. Nice closing candle. So let's see if this one can get back over, you know, 280. Possible $3 break on NADL. NAK, nice volume, over 15 million shares. Has problems with this 100 SMA white line right here. Had a high on this one, 185, and so we have a high today of 189, and they pulled it back. The 100 SMA currently is at 189, so maybe over that 192 spot, and you get a $2, you know, break, or wait for the $2 break on NAK. Keep your eye on this one. NYMX was kind of perky today. You know, it was ticking up, and so we'll see what this one wants to do. It came down, hit the 200 SMA, and maybe back over 420, 422, 425. See if this one can give us anything. Or if it pulls back maybe to 4, if it can hold this $4 level. It's back over the 50 SMA on NYMX. OAS had earnings after the bell, and so we'll see if this one can do anything tomorrow. Trying to get back over that 200 SMA. 1234 is the 200 SMA on OAS. So keep your eye on this one. If the oils are back, you know, bouncing back a little bit. ORMP. This one trying to get back over $8. You know, if we can get back over, say, $7.95, maybe we get that $8 break again. It came down, held this 13 EMA, and now maybe we're going to get a move back up on ORMP. Pandora had earnings after the bell. Daily chart looks like, you know, terrible. But here it is in after hours, and they sold it off, and then they had a stake taken in the name. Let me see if I can find that name, who it was. Pandora sees revenues. Oh, where is it? Let's see. Okay, here it is. KKR, here, I'll bring this over. KKR invests $150 million in Pandora, and that's kind of what caused the reversal, and also and confirms ongoing strategic review. So you know, they're cutting directors out, you know, probably trying to put themselves up for sale, and we got this reversal in Pandora. So I'll have P on watch for tomorrow. PTX, you know, nice volume candles. Today was the lowest one, but you know, it's had like a big run here, so I'm looking for maybe a pullback to $6, $5.95, and maybe a turn back up, but I don't know if I'll get that. SCON, just because it's been kind of quiet. You know, you see scones had these big pops, pop, and I had a pop recently here, and it's kind of just trailing off. So not a favorite, but I'll have it on watch. XONE, got some volume today, not big volume, only, 260,000 shares. But if it can break over the high a day, maybe we'll get more volume, maybe over that 1102, 1103, because DDD did this today, and that's XONE is in the 3D space. So here's 3D, 9 million shares, ripping, and I spoke about DDD on a previous video, and SSYS is another name in the 3D space. So maybe this XONE, plays a little bit of catch up. I'm not sure if VJet is no, I don't think this is a 3D in the 3D. I can't remember off the top of my head, but XONE is definitely in the 3D printing area. So keep your eye on this one. Maybe possible continuation move through 11, but it is thin. It's not a it's a thin trading stock. So that's basically it. This has been Zozo from Twitter. Okay, and we'll take another quick look at the futures, and they're basically flat to down right now, so nothing much going on. All right, folks, I just want to keep it short and sweet for tonight. Thank you very much for listening. This has been Zozo Stock Watch on Twitter and StockTwits. Have a very nice evening, and thank you for listening. Let's get ready for tomorrow.